when two teams know each other this well, it's really you see it all the time in the NFL, like the Packers and the Bears, right? The Packers are the superior team, and then the Bears come in, and it's like a 3-point game, and it's just because they know each other so well. I think that's what you're going to have here today. I think you're going to see Bishop Chatard try to push the pace a little bit, try to make the game speed up for Guerin Catholic. But that's going to be really difficult because, like you said, Coach Bob Allen, he's a great one. He just won his 100th game as a head coach last night. So congratulations to him. But you don't win 100 games by accident. So he's going to have his guys ready, and hopefully they can play their game and keep Bishop Chatard down.
The Golden Eagles are led by scoring leaders, number 1, Caleb Edwards, who averages 17 points a game, and number 3, Joseph Babilia, who scores 16 points a game. Babilia takes a lot of the three-point shots. The last game they had against Indianapolis, Washington, prior to Roncalli, he hit 5 threes in that game in the first half, mind you. And so, obviously, they have the star-studded power on offense, and on defense they back it up as well with strong play from Matthew Gillis and Will Grissom.
Yeah, and you know what? You mentioned the three-pointers, and I was going through the stats, and I couldn't believe how high their percentage was. And I was like, okay, well, maybe they've only had a few shots. No, they shoot the ball like a lot, So they are an extremely good three-point team. Now, what does that mean for Chatard? That means that playing zone is going to be very difficult. So I'm really interested to see how Chatard on defense will handle the shooting of Guerin Catholic. Are they going to let them shoot the outside shot, pack it down low? Because if you do that against Guerin Catholic, you're running the risk of being ran out of the building. You got guys shooting over 50% at 3 points. So, they're really good. And then, like I said, you got Matthew Gillis down low that does all the dirty work. Chatard's got their hands full.
And on the Chatard side, we have the likes of Noah Carter, number 0, as well as A.J. Roseman. They're leading scorers, both 11-point-a-game type of guys.
Yeah.
What do they have to do to sort of stymie this defensive attack of Guerin Catholic?
Yeah, you know what? I really think I think Chatard, they just came off like a 90-point game the other night, and that's pretty impressive. And like I said, that wasn't by accident either. They pushed the ball that game. They looked comfortable doing it. I think if I'm Coach Taylor Ware for Chatard, I would try to speed the game up for Guerin Catholic. I would really get in their face on defense, see if you can pressure them, stay in man. I think that when you've got a shooting team like this, being man on defense is important. But then on offense, just get it down and go. Now, you could also take it the other way. If you're the team that's not as good, there's no shot clock. Limit the possessions, right? So it's going to be interesting to see, how Coach Ware handles this.
The sectional standings right now are Lebanon sectional. Guerin Catholic leads the way, 3-0 intersectional record, and 5-0 in their class. We're going to take a quick break, barring the national anthem. You're watching Saturday Afternoon Boys Basketball, powered by IndianaSRN.
What's the number one misconception you think about Freemasonry?
Well, I think most people just think of Freemasonry as some kind of secret society, and you go with some of the rumors out there and so on, and they really don't understand who we are. They don't understand that we are a fraternity of brothers first, and our obligation is to take care of each other and our widows and orphans, etc. within our group. They don't understand what the fraternity part of Freemasonry really is, and that's the misconception that's out there. I think first and foremost of anyone that wants to join Freemasonry, I'd like them to know that it's really not a secret society. You may say it's a society with a secret because we have some handshakes and some passwords that you could easily find down in a library if you get the right book. Freemasonry is more, it's a brotherhood, it's a fraternity, it's a way of sharing common thoughts and everything with people of all different vocations that really understand of getting together on the level. Whether you're a judge or a police officer or a janitor, you're all on the same level when you're in a Masonic lodge room. And I think that that's one of the greatest things, that you can sit with people of all vocations, but you have that certain thing in common, that you're all brothers.
Hey, it's Keith Myers from Indiana Sports Radio Network. Well, thank you that you're watching the game tonight on IndianaSRN. If you would like to know more information about IndianaSRN, send me an email, coach@IndianaSRN.org. As vice president of this company, we hope that you sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic High School, along with Doc Stratton. My name is Joey Lindstrom. This match set up to be a good one. Lebanon Sectional 27. I was beginning to say before we went out to break, sectional standings as of right now, Guerin Catholic leading the way 3-0 in that sectional, set to go for that bye. Brebeuf Jesuit in second place with 2-1 record, and Chatard in third with 1-1. Behind them, Indianapolis Manual, Lebanon, and Shortridge. So, Doc, I'm excited for this game, partner.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. Like I said, whenever you have two teams that know each other, I think you're going to get a lot of good quality ball that's being played. Not only basketball, any sport. So, we've got the got the starters coming up, and I'm sure we'll hit on those here, shortly. But there are a lot of good players that you mentioned some at the top that we're going to see that they're getting some offers too. You talked about. Caleb Edwards, he's getting some offers, D2, D3 for Guerin Catholic, and then on the other side, it's Noah Carter and AJ Roseman. So, I think we're going to see really good basketball, and I'm really excited. When two teams know each other so well, the X's and O's really matter, and it's not only that they matter, but then the execution of that. So every coach has a game plan going in, but how do your players execute that game plan? And that's what I'm excited to see here going forward.
Starting lineups for the night, we just saw Bishop Chatard introduce theirs. Number 0, Noah Carter. Number 5, A.J. Roseman. Number 14, Brennan Boser. Number 20, Kelly Woods. And number 21, Elliot Kolbus. On the Guerin Catholic side, number 1, Caleb Edwards. Number 3, Joseph Babilia. Number 12, Will Grissom. Number 32, Matthew Gillis. And number 24, Jack Cherry. We're getting ready to go here at Guerin Catholic. And finally, girls semi-state, wrapping up earlier in our family of networks. GCA fell to Lagodi, which is obviously they had such a great season, and that's hard to see. But now it's a special treat. Boys basketball, Saturday afternoon. We're getting ready for tip here. Doc Stratton alongside me, Joey Lindstrom. Chatard, 7-11. visiting the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic, who stand at 16-3. Coach Bobby Allen, during our commercial break, was honored for his 100th win in his career as a head coach.
That is so crazy.
In the state of Indiana.
You know, something that a lot of people don't realize or recognize when something like that happens, because 100 wins is awesome, right? But is the person that sacrifices the most is usually the wife. So, shout out to Mrs. Allen too.
Tip goes to Guerin Catholic. Joseph Babilia will start out. He is the studded ball handler, three-point shooter, and this squad is ready for battle.
Yeah, the thing that I like a lot about Guerin Catholic is the way they use Gillis here. Nice move. So the way they use him here, they play inside out, and I really enjoy watching their offense and the movement that they use.
Matthew Gillis cashes that one in on the low post move. Already seeing this full court press from Guerin Catholic.
Yeah, I like it.
Turnover here goes to Grissom. Down inside of Babilia for three.
Nice.
Got it. Joseph Babilia already on the point board, and we expected threes from him.
Yeah, man. Like I said, they can shoot. You can't leave them alone. Oh, that's the spot of the court you really want to stay away from.
This is Noah Carter trying to get in the front court. They do. Pass outside to Boser.
That's a heck of a shot. That's a good job. Nice answer there. I like that.
The answer from Brennan Boser, who just averages 2.3 points a game, already exceeding his average with that three-pointer. So here's Guerin Catholic. And the pace of this game, you see it already, Doc. This is impressive of how the type of play that they're going for.
Yeah, it's. I really think that Guerin is going to try to use their half-court set, it looks like. And it's going to be really difficult with, plays like that out of Gillis. It looks like Chatard doesn't have an answer for Gillis right now.
The low body in the post is already making a difference. Here's Kelly Woods back out to Colbus. A.J. Roseman, a 10.3 point per game player. Noah Carter getting that screen from Colbus.
Gillis read that really well. I like that defense.
Colbus, the right winger, no good. Rebound by Edwards, loses it, and then recovers. As you mentioned, Doc, Caleb Edwards getting looks at the D2 and D3 level.
Yeah. And deservedly so. He's got a great game. He's done a great job over his career, really kind of working that. Look at that.
Grissom with a nice move. Can't get it to go. Gillis handles out to Babilia again. Rim is not too friendly. Noah Carter, long pass, gets tipped away by Joseph Babilia.
And that's what I was talking about before. I really think Chatard, that's where they want to get a lot of their points right there, is leak guys out when you can and try to hit them on some sort of transition basket going down. But right now they're in trouble because they don't have an answer for anything in the paint on defense, so they're in trouble.
The size differential obviously giving Chatard some kind of difficulty. This is Boser, who had the three earlier. Kelly Woods, mid-jumper goes. And Kelly Woods on the board, typically averaging 2.7 points. Right on the other end, Will Grissom drives to the hoop, and he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, they're just attacking the basket. I mean, it's as simple as that. And the bad thing for Chatard is I think their height isn't that far off from Guerin Catholic. Right now, it just looks like Guerin Catholic's stronger.
It sure does, and I think that one thing that is easy to point out, too, is that Guerin Catholic obviously has the prowess offensively and the confidence to shoot. Hey, we want to take a minute to remind you, this first quarter brought to you by the Morales Group, also brought to you by Officially Human. Our foundational goal is to restore respect to the game's officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Check out the website, officiallyhuman.com. Rebound goes to Guerin Catholic. Joseph Babilia sets up, shoots, doesn't go. Rebound by Ford.
Oh, geez. Nice.
Stolen again. Oh, Caleb Edwards with the move.
Nice.
Caleb Edwards finishes that one.
Yeah, you can see why he averages so many points. That was a heck of a move right there.
So Chatard already looking to respond, can't get it to go, and they get a call for a travel.
I wish they had Euro steps when I was younger. I think I would have been pretty good at it.
I'm way too lanky. I can't. Nowhere near a good Euro stepper.
So it looks like Bishop Chatard's coming out, and they realized that Guerin is too good of a shooting team, so they are playing man-to-man. Guerin on the other side is actually in a 2-3 zone right now as Chatard pushes it.
That miss by Cherry, rebound by Roseman, out to Woods. Woods for three, can't go. Rebound by Gillis.
He's got his confidence, that's for sure.
Babilia calling for that ball. He sees something.
Yeah, he wanted it. Not a lot of movement. I'm surprised. Guerin Catholic usually has a lot of good movement as their offense goes.
Edwards looking for somebody. He just finds Coach Weyer on the Bishop Chatard sideline.
That was great defense, though. I mean, that's what I was looking for out of Chatard. Just pressure Guerin Catholic and make things you don't have to steal the ball. Just make the game fast for them.
So Chatard, Kelly Woods trying to find some kind of groove here midway through the first quarter.
I think that they need to find something that they can sustain like that. They need to find something that's high percentage that they can go to. Like right now, Guerin is just going to dump it down low and then take the threes when they're open, just like that. So if you're Chatard, you have to find something that's sustainable.
Babilia had 26 points against Roncalli last night. He's already got 6 so far with 2 3-pointers. And already making a difference.
Yeah, you see the fire and on coaches, when he's down there coaching. That's just I love watching coaches, man. It's so great.
And Coach Allen, I mean, he's not satisfied with that 100th win. He wants the 101st.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's looking for 200 now. I mean, those things are fun when they come around, but you just put your head down and you keep going, man.
So timeout here from the Chatard side. Take a minute to remind you that we're brought to you by Alley Cap Gymnastics. Do you have a child attending a daycare or preschool in the greater Indianapolis area? Are they interested in gymnastics or maybe even in a little Ninja Warrior class? Well, Alley Cap Gymnastics is a mobile program that brings the fun to your child's school or daycare. We even have Ninja class for your little warrior. For more information, visit our website, alleycapgymnastics.com, or call 317-820-9484.
Yeah, that Alley Cat Gymnastics is so awesome. I actually have a child that has Down syndrome, and we use them to, as kind of a, just way to get him moving around and everything. They do a great job, man. They're awesome.
And we're so proud to have them as a sponsor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, even more. So Chatard, after that timeout, with a little regroup, down by 7.
Yeah, Coach saw something he didn't like, and they really haven't set up anything. This looks pretty good, and coming out of a timeout, I like this.
Shot here from Carter doesn't go off the front iron.
It was a high percentage shot, though. I'm cool with that. I like that.
Down to the other end, here's Guerin Catholic. Babilia already with half the points from the Golden Eagle squad. This is Grissom. Will Grissom with 11 points last night versus Roncalli.
Okay, here we go. Down low again. Nice. He
blocked by Boser, follows it up with the foul.
Yeah, so he did a good job standing his ground that time. I really liked that. But when you jump, it's got to be straight up in the air. If you watch this right here, he does a good job of not giving too much, and then he goes you see the hand around him too, and then he brings the top hand down. You got to just jump straight up. You don't need to block it. Just make it difficult.
So the foul was actually on the ground on the defensive rebound attempt. So Guerin retains possession. Babilia for 3, quick trigger, got it. Joseph Babilia with his 3rd 3-pointer of the night. One more and he ties his standing from last night as well.
He's so confident. I love watching him play.
And his quick release is just it's really something to marvel.
Well, you can tell he knows exactly what it's like having a coach out on the floor. He knows exactly what's supposed to happen, where it's supposed to be. Look at this.
Noah Carter looked like he got shaken up a little bit, but almost used it as a hesitation.
Well, he got hit in the face, and then he was like, all right, if you're not going to call it, I'm going to go after it. And he attacked with a little bit of anger, and I liked that because he got to the hoop. Maybe that'll light a spark for him.
Caleb Edwards' brother Elijah Edwards, number 2, checking into the game, as well as Matthew Etchison, number 10, for Guerin Catholic. Noah Carter, inside,
wow,
nice.
And one, look at that.
And that is Andre Long, and he will go to shoot his and one opportunity. Good to see this again, Doc.
Yeah, I mean, you watch this, and there was really not much there. You had to jump there, but that was a great hesitation move.
And he converts the and one. Andre Long now, 3 points to his credit, and shortening the lead to just 7. Babilia, step back,
Are
got
you kidding me?
His 4th three-pointer of the first quarter.
Oh, that's ridiculous. He's just on fire right now.
Joseph Babilia already with 12 of Guerin's 18 points. Noah Carter inside, gets called for the travel. Let's see this again.
Well,
and just another beautiful.
Look at that step back.
Yeah.
That's hard to defend there. It's not much you can do when a shooter is that into it, and then he's just everything he does is with so much confidence.
And Coach Allen, to have that kind of asset on your team too, and he is a senior, not sure where he's headed yet for college, but you lose an asset like that. I mean, this is the type of year, with the year that they're having, this is the type of year where you have state all the way on your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that I think Guerin Catholic has a real shot. What a move. Oh, great fake.
Will Grissom almost finishes there. It looks like it got tipped a little bit. This is Roseman with the difficult shot. Doesn't go. And a nice save inbounds, but Elijah Edwards picks it up, tries to call for the timeout, and it looks like he'll get it. Unless they got him a jump ball. The referee was pointing over to the sideline, and that is going to be a timeout for Guerin Catholic. I assume a 30-second.
Wow.
So we'll keep it here. We want to take a minute to remind you we're brought to you by KOA Campgrounds Holiday. Whether you're looking to explore the local area or hanging out at the campground, KOA Holidays are an ideal place to relax and play. There's plenty to do with amenities and services to make your stay memorable. Make your reservation now for the 2021 season. Give us a call, 317-849-1397, located at I-70 and Mount Comfort Road. 54 seconds remain in this first quarter, brought to you by Morales Group. Guerin Catholic leads the way 18-8, and this was just a crazy play to get this in bounds and keep Guerin Catholic's possession alive as they will inbound here. Babilia now passing the ball in.
I always like seeing teams what they do coming out of timeouts because it's something that they like right there in a wide open three. Look at that.
Will Grissom now with that 3, and he is on the board. Had 11 last night. Is 5 now. Another 3 doesn't go. A little bit too long. There's Grissom again.
Well, he's just going to keep going until they stop. That's
stolen by Andre Long. Full head of steam. And he'll get fouled. We'll see if that was on the way up.
So I like the fact that they're attacking the basket. I really do. I think that's a good thing. But the problem is that nothing that they've done so far seems like it's sustainable, that they can keep doing it going forward. Because when they do get down there, they are being met by pretty good defense. So now if they can hit their free throws, that's going to be a good thing. But they have to find a way to spread the defense out a little bit more, give themselves some room to work.
Andre Long on the year, actually a 92% free throw shooter.
Yeah, they've got some really good free throw shooters. You're talking about Carter, Long, and Roseman all, close to 90% or over. That's some really good free throw shooting.
Appears Matthew Gillis, blood on the shorts or what have you. Everybody walking to the sideline. Looks like a quick timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to take a timeout then.
So Coach Weyer will get his guys together.
They're trying to find out I don't think they know who's bleeding.
Who's bleeding? The referees obviously realizing that everyone is officially human.
Yeah, there you go.
With respect. to all maybe blood getting on the jersey a little bit. Just got to clean that off. Coach Allen knows, and obviously good training staffs will help you with that.
Looks like Parento is checking into the game.
Jack Parento's first appearance, averaging just a little under 2 points a game. He's usually more defensive than he is offensive.
Oh, they're not going to let him come in.
Yeah, I guess not. But in that zone for Guerin Catholic, he's particularly good at manning that inside spot in their 2-3 zone.
So it looks like Gillis was maybe had a little bit of blood coming from the wrist area because now they've got him taped up. You can see he's kind of getting used to it there, but it looks like they've still got some blood on the court. So that's kind of what we're looking at.
So it looks like they got it cleaned up. Andre Long will attempt his second free throw. All jolly laughs going now. He gets his second one.
Yeah, and they needed that. They've got to find a way to come through with a mini run here. It looks like they're not going to pressure the ball. It looks like Guerin's going to be okay taking the last shot.
20 seconds remain. This is Etchison carrying the ball now.
Chatard still in man-to-man. I really like that and agree with it.
And Guerin last night resting a few of their starters against Roncalli just to save fresh legs. Long ball! Long ball from Joseph Babilia goes to finish out the quarter. Wow, what a way to finish out that first quarter, setting the tone for the rest of the game. Joseph Babilia with 15 points. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back. You're watching Saturday Afternoon Boys Basketball, powered by IndianaSRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic High School. The lead in favor of the Golden Eagles, 24-10. Bishop Chatard not able to stop the brigade offensively by Guerin Catholic, and it's been because of Joseph Babilia.
Yeah.
15 points in that first quarter with
Look at this.
with range like this.
That's ridiculous. What is he doing? If I even made that shot and I shot it from there when I was in high school, I'm on the bench.
Yeah.
Right?
Coach Allen with the 100th win. A lot of those contributed because of Joseph Babilia.
Nice move.
Inside move, no good. Shot was by Augie Durham.
Yeah, he's working his butt off down there, offensively and defensively. It's just right now things are hard against Gillis, and then offensively too. They're packing the box down there.
Guerin Catholic is
great ball movement.
6 of 7 from 3-point land already, and that has been kind of the story of their year, Doc. That they've been able to just shoot the lights out with the basketball.
Oh yeah. Now I would like to, but if you see their offense, I think even if their ball isn't falling like that,
except when it does for Caleb Edwards, his first 3 of the game.
When the ball is falling for them, they're almost impossible to beat. But even when the ball's not falling, they can do nice play. They can do things that keep them in games. Like they can go down low. They can use Gillis. Looks like they're going to change the call here.
And in this sectional, too, where you have Brebeuf and you have Chatard, Brebeuf, obviously a very good squad, that kind of poses a lot of issues for the opposite teams when you can just hit the 3 ball kind of at will.
Especially the zone playing teams. The teams that like to play zone, you're in a lot of trouble if Guerin's shot's falling.
This is Etchison out to Edwards.
I really like Etchison's game. I mean, now Babilia is going to get all the hype, and deservedly so. But I really like how Etchison plays.
Jack Cherry with a nice inside pass from Caleb Edwards finishes.
See, and it's plays like that where I even if the shots aren't falling for Guerin, they can still score.
So Chatard facing a very large lead of 19, their biggest deficit of the game so far.
Yeah. Wow, nice move. Oh.
Carter's shot doesn't go. Rebound by Long, and he finishes.
Yeah, they needed that pretty bad. And Chatard's not playing horrible. It's just everything is going down for Guerin right now.
Matthew Etchison looking for an outlet, gets Babilia.
Got into that place he didn't want to be.
Yeah, guess who? Now, Etchison, thought about trying his hand at a three.
I just like watching him move.
Edwards loses the handle on the basketball, and a jump ball down low. It looked like Andre Long was kind of tussling with his guy, Augie Durham.
Well, Guerin's going to get the ball back, it looks like. So I think that's what Chatard was trying to do, is keep it from going to the arrow. But
checking into the game now is number 11 for Bishop Chatard, Matthew Coons, as well as Kolbis is back out there, and Boser, along with Noah Carter and Andre Long.
We got Grissom right over here that just checked in too.
Edwards down into Gillis.
Oh, nice.
Nice pass to Cherry. Cherry can't get it to go. A rebound by Kolbis.
I know that shot didn't go for Cherry, but I really like how he's worked so hard so far this game.
Outside, Boser.
Oh.
Hit one earlier, can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, I really like it. Boser is working his butt off down low, and then he's got that range too. I know that one didn't fall, but it looked like a really good shot. He's got a nice smooth shot, nice move.
Edwards inside the front of the iron, not too friendly for him, but it was a nice move.
Well, Chatard put enough pressure on him. I mean, it speeded up the game for him. You don't always need to block shots to make a difference,
Outside from Coons, a little bit long. Mm-hmm. He dominates on the football field, but here missing that one first. And his first shot of the game. It looks like a foul on the ground there by Kolbis. That is his second, I believe. Checking in the game now, number 20, Kelly Woods, and for Bishop Chatard, and number 2, Elijah Edwards for Guerin Catholic. Speaking of football, Elijah Edwards taking his talents to Olivet Nazarene University to play football next year out in Bourbonnais, Illinois.
I think he just announced that, didn't he?
I think, just maybe a week ago or so.
Yeah, congratulations to him. He definitely deserves it.
Grissom driving inside. Dumps it to Edwards. Cannot get it to go. Kelly Woods with the rebound. Outside to Long. And he hits
there we go.
The long shot.
So they're gonna need to start hitting the long shots. That way that the inside what they've been attacking will open up a little bit more, because that defense is gonna have to spread out.
Babilia looking for some space. He gets it.
If he would have made that, I quit.
It would have been a cheat code, and he gets the blocking foul on the opposite end.
That's a pretty easy call. I know what he was trying to do, but that's, you're at half court.
So Guerin Catholic held scoreless for the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Now Chatard trying to inch closer into this deficit.
They definitely have their work cut out for them. But like I said, if their shot starts falling, I think they're playing pretty good defense, and I think Water's going to find its level here for Guerin. I don't think they're going to keep making all these threes. Who knows? They might, but I think there's going to be a chance for Chatard to get back into this.
This is Roseman trying to drive through.
There,
passes inside.
wow.
To Carter doesn't go.
Gosh, they're doing a lot of good things, just not finishing.
Etchison. And a foul on the ground. That's on number 11, Matthew Coons. So Guerin will retain possession. That's Coons' first.
So you got a 14-point deficit if you're Chatard, and you look at it, you got just under 4 minutes. You really want to try to, before the end of the half, maybe shave that down to 7 or 8 points. Going into halftime down 7 or 8 is not that bad. So, you don't want to try to take it all at once and, try to – it's like drinking out of a fire hose. But, you really want to try to take chunks out of it.
Etchison driving through, passes out to Grissom. And this Guerin Catholic offense has been able to find ways to get around this Bishop Chatard zone so far. Elijah Edwards for 3. Rebound by Gillis. Grissom, top of the key, gets it to fall.
Man, they're fun to watch. When their shots are falling, man, they're just so much fun to watch.
Timeout here. We're going to take one with them. You are watching boys basketball this Saturday afternoon, powered by IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic, home of the Golden Eagles. Bishop Chatard down 16, 3:25 to go in this second quarter, brought to you by College Hunks and Movers. Hey, if you're having a viewing party, let us know. Tweet us at IndianaSRN and be ready for a shout-out. Follow us for all updates and much more on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Check out our YouTube channel as well. IndianaSRN foul there down low, but that was actually Roseman.
That's a problem. That's I know what he was trying to do, but you can't do that.
Yeah, that was a little bit seemed a little more than just a casual push foul.
Yeah, no, his arms definitely extended. I don't know if it doesn't look like they're kicking him out. It looks like maybe coach is taking him out, but it was definitely an intentional foul. So he's going to get 2 free throws here. Guerin will retain the possession afterwards. Yeah, it looks like they're going to take him out.
Caleb Edwards will shoot 2 for the flagrant. And off the front iron on that first one. Hey, we're brought to you by Summers Heating and Cooling. When you're looking for prompt and professional service, you can find the experienced team you need at Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Family owned and operated. Call today, 317-620-1073. We're also brought to you by Bertner Electric. We do more than service repairs. We also wire new homes all around the Indianapolis area. You can ask your builder to use Bertner Electric when you build a new home. For free estimates, call 317-565-7779. So Guerin Catholic inbounding the basketball. Elijah Edwards underneath. He gets fouled, and he will go to the line and shoot 2. The second one doesn't count.
Well, he got fouled by Roseman again. It's not the best last couple possessions for Roseman, that's for sure.
Obviously, any points that you possibly give up, especially when they're under control, just guys shooting at the free throw line.
The problem was it wasn't the foul; it was the positioning. So he let he let his guy get down there and get in front of him and the ball. So I mean, he shouldn't have let Elijah Edwards anywhere near that spot. He should have been in between the ball and him, and that was his mistake.
Elijah Edwards sinks the first one off the front iron. The second almost gets his own rebound and takes himself into the stands.
Yeah, he's shooting all arms right now. He really needs to get his legs into his free throw shots. He's a 70% free throw shooter. He's not horrible. So, the more free throws you get, the better off it's going to be, just to find your groove.
Grissom tries to go inside to Gillis, and nice defense there.
Yeah. And I think that's what they're going to have to do, is try to keep him from getting the ball, because once he gets it, it's really difficult for Chatard to stop him.
Logan O'Brien on that nice defense. Will Grissom on the wing outside. And Guerin Catholic.
So this is the first – well, nope, they're still in man.
Elijah Edwards outside. And Guerin Catholic not –
No, it is a zone.
Not as fast as a pace, but Grissom quick triggers and gets it to fall.
So that was a zone. So Chatard switches over to zone. And like I said, if you're going to do that against Chatard, you better communicate well because they are a zone killer.
Nice hustle there by Elijah Edwards. Gets it to his buddy Matthew Etchison. Oh, and Caleb Edwards trips and falls. Etchison gets it to go on the side, though.
They're not missing anything.
Andre Long, and he'll get fouled. Actually, that'll be a travel.
For sure.
On that gather step.
Yep, he kind of held that ball when he tried to cross over.
So Guerin Catholic now retaining possession, 2 minutes to go here. Coach Bobby Allen, his 100th win last night. A tremendous feat, and he's already looking forward to getting one step closer to the 200th win.
Well, I think the main goal in his eyes right now is within reach. Oh, wow, look at that.
Kelly Woods doesn't get it to go, but he'll go to the line and shoot two.
A lot of athleticism on this court right now.
A ton.
But, yeah, you talk about Coach Allen and his 100th win. It's really, he's got a special group of guys together this season. They've got a shot. If things, you need some luck along the way. Everybody does. Nobody's that good. But, he's got a chance to take this group really far.
Kelly Woods sinks the first free throw of two. And you mentioned it, too, being able to take your team far. Mm-hmm. It's not done just in the regular season. I mean, you make
for sure.
You make your sectional, and that run starts.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different type of season.
Well, and this is
wow, a little bit of a tie-up. They'll call that a jump ball.
This is the time when Coach wants to set up his team to start playing the best ball that they possibly can going into the tournament. You want to be on a high. You want to be confident. You want to obviously know who you are and how you're going to attack things. So
outside three for Long is good.
Yeah, they definitely need shots to start falling because Guerin is not missing anything right now.
Yep, Chatard now facing a deficit with as many points as they have on the board so far. Etchison out to Grissom. Etchison will try his hand at a three. Doesn't go. That's just the third missed three-pointer for Guerin Catholic.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, pass goes off the hands of Bishop Chatard, if I can speak.
Now, this isn't new. This isn't like Guerin is just on a rampage. Now, they are having a very good game, and I don't know if it's sustainable all game, but you're talking about guys in the 50s and high 40s for three-point percentage. So this is their game.
But inside.
Nice move, Gillis.
Inside game, just as good. Matthew Gillis sinking that one.
He's so strong, isn't he?
He is. You can tell he's a presence down there.
Yeah. Did he play football?
I do not believe so.
If he didn't, he should.
Yeah.
It's coming from a football coach,
He is just a junior, so
Yeah.
It's definitely possible for him to possibly get there for next season.
They've got a good program over there. I'm sure that if they could have got him, they would have.
Danny Stitzman is number 42. He's out there. He's a sophomore. He's seeing a lot of time on the JV squad. They just had their game, so obviously his legs are fresh enough to go out there and make a difference for Bishop Chatard.
Well, I mean, trying to find some sort of spark is Chatard right now. If you're Chatard, like I said, you want to try to start shaving points off as much as you can. Try to hit those goals. Find some confidence, and then, just hope that Guerin starts coming back down to earth because right now they're just – everything they do is turning into gold.
Stitzman, his pass goes off the hands there of Woods, and Guerin Catholic will retain possession onto another chance for points.
Well, let's see if they're going to run their normal offense here, if they're going to try to hold it.
55 seconds to go, and Guerin Catholic already with a huge lead in this first half. Grissom.
Ooh.
Grissom gets fouled on the ground.
Well, it looks
like that was a charge.
Yeah, great play. That was from their JV. What was his?
Stitzman.
Sorry.
Danny Stitzman.
So, yeah, he did a good job down there of standing his ground. Look at this. Great job. He sold it a little bit, but that was a good job.
That's what Coach Weyer wants to see.
It is
his young guys stepping up.
Well, and if you saw the bench, they got into it. I mean, it's always fun to watch a kid get his shot and then succeed.
I think anytime you have a rivalry game, every little thing that can cause excitement will cause excitement as well as that ball goes off the hands of Long.
Well, Chatard is looking for that spark, right, to ignite that fire, because right now they need something good to happen. And right now, some of it's not even them. I mean, Guerin is just executing at a very high level. So we'll see.
Jack Cherry now carrying the ball up. He is a freshman player that has made a big difference.
Great. Yeah. Doesn't play like a freshman at all.
No, absolutely not. And he has the ability to facilitate this offense, and I think that's pretty key for him.
Yeah, he does a lot of the dirty work down low, but then perimeter, he can contribute to, passing the ball around. I really, really like his all-around game.
Spencer Wilt is out there as well. Matthew Etchison with a nice floater.
So that's pretty typical about what just happened. I mean, everything Guerin throws up is going in, and it's not like they're these trick shots. I mean, they're just everything they're doing is turning into gold right now.
43-19 is our halftime score in favor of the Golden Eagles against the Bishop Chatard Trojans. We will be back after our halftime show. You are watching boys basketball on this Saturday afternoon, powered by IndianaSRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
I'm Mary. Welcome to Guerin Catholic High School. Many people believe that we're just like any other school, but I'm here today to show you that we're not. At Guerin Catholic, we are family. Now I know that sounds crazy, right? How can a school be like a family? Well, it all starts with St. Theodore Guerin herself. Her charisms inspire us every day. She's been praying for us since before the school was built, before we were even born. On one of her many resting places, it says, "I sleep, but I watch over the house that I have built." As a student, it's so inspiring to know that we have our own saint in heaven praying for us every day. But if you really want to understand what Guerin Catholic's all about, there's a lot more you need to know about us, starting with who we are. Mother Guerin also has some advice for the teachers. She says, love the children first, then teach them. It is these wise words that inspires our teachers to motivate students and look for the best ways to meet each student where they are. You might think with all this love, academics might not be important, but there is nothing further from the truth. It is because of our faith in seeking the truth that we aspire to know all that we can know. But we can't stop there. We have to know how to think about the knowledge in order to make a difference in the world. Whether you need a little extra help or you're ready to be challenged with an international baccalaureate diploma or anything in between, there is a place for you at Guerin Catholic. But we're not just about academics around here. At Guerin Catholic, we are well-rounded. There are so many ways for you to get involved. Obviously, we have sports. We have 21 athletic teams, including swimming. And if you don't play a sport, we're all about supporting those that do. Our student sections are so much fun. We are spirited. And we also have 43 clubs. So if you don't see anything you like, you can start another one. We also have band, choir, orchestra, and theater. We are involved. At Guerin Catholic, there are so many ways for you to discover and use the gifts that God has given you. We are creative. Getting involved in these activities is not just about having fun. It's also about developing skills that help you become a great leader and providing opportunities for you to lead. At Guerin Catholic, we are leaders. Another great way for you to grow as a leader is through service opportunities. There are so many ways for you to share your gifts with others. Mother Guerin says, you will be happy yourself in making others happy. That's what service is all about. By connecting to local organizations or through mission trips, you'll have plenty of opportunities to serve. At Guerin Catholic, we are compassionate. There are so many opportunities to travel at Guerin Catholic, from mission trips to Costa Rica to performing in New York City. We are explorers. You will find the Guerin Catholic community all around the world, working, singing, and learning, all to get closer to Christ. Here we are at our chapel. This is where I leave you. But as you think about your future, I'll give you one last piece of advice from Mother Guerin. Do not give way to uneasiness about the future. Place yourself gently into the hands of Providence.
Or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving has you covered. Honest, uniformed, nice, knowledgeable, service. College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic High School, where the Golden Eagles are leading the Bishop Chatard Trojans 43-19, along with my broadcast partner, Doc Stratton. My name is Joey Lindstrom. we like take a quick moment to thank our statistician, Colt Stratton. He's the man. So far, so good for Guerin Catholic, Doc, and it's been mostly attributed to the 3-point percentage. They are currently 7 of 10 from 3-point land. 5 of those belong to Joseph Babilia.
You know what? It's been so much fun to watch this team. Like I said, everything that they throw up right now is falling, and that's not going to, that's not going to keep going throughout the game more than likely. But you see the movement, right? When they don't have the ball, they're moving, they're stretching the defense out. Everything that they're doing right now is like a clinic. That you can pop that film on and show people and show that this is how we do it, right? You can go to your middle school team and show them that film and be like, this is what we do, this is who we are. And that's the biggest thing for Guerin right now is they are playing a game that is theirs. Like, this is who Guerin Catholic is, and it's going to take quite a bit to beat them for whoever's going to, if anybody does it in the state tournament.
2 more games for Guerin Catholic after this one as well. Just 1 more game for Guerin Catholic, 2 games for Bishop Chatard. Guerin will go on to play Anderson, a 4A school, later on next week. And Chatard will play against Heron as well as University High.
Yeah, that University team, they're pretty good. I mean, I know they're only 2A, but that should be a good game.
It's easy to overlook the time before sectional play when that real season begins,
Yeah,
and
especially in Indiana, right? Because the regular season doesn't mean anything.
Right, because everybody will make it. It's just at this point you're fighting if you're in the Lebanon sectional. Brebeuf and Guerin at the top right now, fighting for those potential buys in that sectional 27.
Yeah.
If there are any this year, and could happen with postponement and what have you.
Sure, yeah.
So Joseph Babilia starts out with the ball in this third quarter, brought to you by Piper Logistics, and Guerin Catholic already having a comfortable lead, but turning it over there on the first possession.
Yeah, let's see if Chatard made any adjustments offensively. Maybe they want to try to slow it down.
Noah Carter, for 3.
There you go.
His first points of the game. He's been quiet so far, but finally getting that one to fall. Out there now is Matthew Semler, a senior, and his first action of the game as well. Caleb
Look
Edwards.
At this movement. This is great.
Grissom. Shot fake. Gets the guy to fall, and he gets the shot to fall.
Yep, that was just one that he used a nice little pump fake.
Noah Carter
thought about it.
Thought about it again.
And no, he's going to do it.
Well, there you go. He said, I heard you, Doc Stratton. I am going to shoot. So here come the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles outside of Babilia.
No way.
Oh, and that one, he was pretty much uncovered.
Yeah.
Other ones, he's been pretty covered and made most of them. That's actually his first missed 3 of the ball game.
Yeah, he sat most of the second quarter there, and then you had halftime, so it might take a minute for him to get back into it.
Babilia outside to Gillis, takes another 3. That one gets the better end of the net, and Joseph Babilia has 18.
Oh, this is going to be I have a feeling this is going to be a night he's going to remember for a while.
And he had 26 last night versus Ron Colley. They won that game 56-50, so he obviously had the bulk of Guerin Catholic's points, kind of as usual. Foul on the ground here. Looks like it's an offensive foul on 32 or 33. It looks like Logan O'Brien. Maybe an offensive screen, interference, what have you. Noah Carter will come out of the game for Bishop Chatard. They come into this game 7-11. Coach Weyer 22-20 on the year so far.
So there's a little bit of pressure. Obviously, they're in man-to-man right now, but it wasn't like trying to steal the ball.
I misspoke before. Coach Weyer 22-20 is his second year. And now sending Caleb Edwards to the line. He will go to the line and shoot 2. Caleb Edwards usually averaging about 17 points per game. He's got just 4 tonight. The scoring going mostly for in the way of Joseph Babilia.
Yeah, It's almost like Edwards has kind of. I mean, he hasn't really been noticeable today. I mean, he's done some good things. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, with everybody else, with Gillis and Babilia and everything, it's almost like he's opening up the floor a little bit for him, because he's so good. But
he gets that second one to fall. Now he's got 5 total points. Guerin Catholic, this lead seemingly insurmountable for Bishop Chatard, but if you're Coach Boyer, you have to say, guys, it's business as usual. We just have to play our game.
Yeah. So when you get into this spot, you really try to work on different things. Both sides. Try to do things that you're uncomfortable doing. That way you try to get a little bit better. Because you can't. It doesn't matter how much you practice. You can't.
That one falls for Matthew Semler, his first points of the game.
So, just little things like that, like getting inside and using your picks. I really liked that possession for Chatard.
Babilia, the long 3 ball. he made one from Steph Curry range earlier.
He did, yeah.
Gillis inside, can't get it to go, and we'll go to the Bishop Chatard Trojans.
So right now, I think Gillis, and the score might have something to do with it. I think Gillis has a little bit of the Shaq mentality going on with the officials, where he is so strong, it just looked like they can foul him, and they don't call it because it doesn't look like it.
Roseman, who was held scoreless in that first half, now going to the line.
Did you see him bounce off Gillis there?
Yeah.
he's a beast down low. He's just so strong.
Inbounding here is Andre Long. He had 13 in the first half.
So Guerin was playing zone right there just to prevent that. And that was impressive how Chatard was able to get that off. But Guerin Catholic just put 5 guys right next to the rim to protect the rim, and it still ended up going in.
Brendan Boser now with his 5th point of the game, and he's the type of guy that – he doesn't light up the scoreboard all the time, but it seems like he's always in the right place.
Yeah, for sure.
Jack Cherry on the outside. Down inside to Gillis. Loses the handle on it. Here come Roseman and the Trojans.
Good job.
Kolbus for 3. A little bit long. Rebound by Grissom. Grissom loses the handle out of bounds, and that'll go to the Trojans. Hey, you want to take a minute to remind you, we're brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local full-service John Deere dealer. Browse their selection online or come in and test drive. Get in a yellow seat today. Equipment built to last, save big. Located at 12501 Reynolds Drive in Fishers. Call 317-849-0810. So miss there and a foul. Push-off. That'll head to Bishop Chatard.
So, look, Guerin is dropping back, and let's see if they change their defense. Like I said, try to work on different things throughout the game.
Andre Long.
That was a good look.
It was a good look. Shot does not fall. Caleb Edwards leading the way for the Eagles now. Babilia gets a pick from Gillis, chooses to deny it, drives in.
Nice.
Back out to Grissom. No good. Rebound there from Semler.
I love the inside-out game and how they play it.
Outside shot from Roseman. Rims out. Rebound by Semler.
Oh!
Caleb Edwards with a furious block. Joseph Babilia. Can't get that handle from Babilia. And Grissom loses it out of bounds. What a block.
That was a
by
crazy
Edwards.
block. That was awesome. You could tell, too, he was sizing that up from the time that they crossed half court.
Full timeout here. We'll take one with them. You're watching Saturday Afternoon Boys Basketball, powered by IndianaSRN.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a deer. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic High School. The Golden Eagles leading 49-26. Hey, I want to take a minute to remind you we're brought to you by Chimney Solutions. Look no further than Chimney Solutions Indiana. Since our very first customer, we've been committed to delivering the highest level of customer care and the most professional and reliable chimney and fireplace services. Call today for service, 317-757-9679. So Guerin Catholic, Doc, completely in control kind of from the beginning. And Chatard just hasn't really found the tread on their tires.
Yeah, it's so Guerin Catholic from the very beginning. Now, it's easy when your shot's falling, but, I mean, this is them. This is their identity. This is who they are. I haven't seen anything out of Chatard that says this is our brand of basketball, and so hopefully they can find it before, not only before this game is over, but, going into the next couple games. That's when you want to be playing your best, so.
Roseman held scoreless in that first half. Andre Long, who usually doesn't light up the scorebook, averaging 5 per game. He had 13 in that first half.
Look at this. I like that.
Semler doesn't get it to fall. Rebound by Gillis.
Coming out of a timeout, that was a really good possession. I like that.
Caleb Edwards outside of Jack Cherry. Guerin Catholic setting up their offense. This is Babilia. Grissom uses the pick from Gillis. More movement down inside to Gillis. Rims out, and that will remain with Guerin Catholic. A foul, I think, on the ground in that attempted defensive rebound.
This offense, this half-court offense for Guerin is just so much fun to watch.
Kelly Woods checking in to the game for Colbus. And when Colbus leaves the floor, they lose a little bit of size. They have Boser out there who's 6'4", but Colbus standing at almost 6'6".
Yeah.
Definitely helps them on the rebounding end against a guy like Gillis.
Well, they need more strength than height at this moment because Gillis is just throwing guys wherever he wants.
Babilia outside to Cherry. Great ball movement from Guerin Catholic. Gillis inside.
Wow, nice D.
Gets fouled, but yet you said it. Great D by Boser. And while that is a foul,
I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing else you could do right there. But that was a great job. He kept his arms straight up until his hand made contact with the ball, and then he tried. It could have been called jump ball. It's one of those 50-50 calls. But he's going to make Gillis earn it rather than having a free layup.
Gillis, a 57% free throw shooter, season highs on the year came against Kokomo, where he had 20 points. He is their leading rebounder on their team as well. He also had high point total against Pendleton Heights with 19, and he had 8 last night against Ron Colley.
Man, I tell you what, Cherry just took a seat, but I've really enjoyed watching that freshman play.
Jack Cherry, the forever facilitator. Elijah Edwards now checking in for Gillis.
Well, now's your chance. If you're Chatard, that's been the guy that's really, stuck it to you on both ends of the floor. So let's see if Chatard can mount some kind. It may not be to win the game, but to get some sort of confidence going for the next game or what have you.
Kelly Woods out too long, inside pass to Coons, rounding around the post. Goes back out to Long. Nice drive, doesn't go. Elijah Edwards to his brother. Babilia.
Oh, nice pass. Great job.
Joseph Babilia with 20 points now. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Guerin Catholic completely in control. Roseman.
Hey, and one
opportunity for Roseman. And AJ will head to the charity stripe with a chance to convert on his and one opportunity.
Well, we've talked about it. We've said it the last few possessions for Chatard. Great possessions. It looks nice. Better movement than the first half. Things look good. The ball's just not falling. So but they're doing things better. I feel like this quarter.
Roseman, an 86% free throw shooter, so he's pretty sure from the line.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good free throw shooters.
Spread out zone here from Bishop Chatard. Here's Etchison back on the floor for Guerin. Will Grissom handling the basketball. His highest point total coming against Brebeuf, where he had 28 last night, having 11 against Ron Colley.
Nice.
That one falls.
Yeah, Edwards there with the jumper. And like I said, when you go to zone, you really have to get it to the free throw line, and then you can facilitate anywhere. That's the soft spot against zones.
Shot a little long. Rebound by Grissom. Will Grissom down to Elijah Edwards. Another finish.
So they can. I mean, they're not just a half-court team. They can play in transition too.
Kelly Woods inside. Augie Durham back out to Roseman.
Whoa.
Jump cuts in, but can't get it to fall. Caleb Edwards with the rebound.
That was pretty.
And a foul on the ground by Coons.
I feel like there's a lot. They're doing a lot of things that are fun and they look good and everything. It's just, man, not balls just staying out of the hoop for them.
Hey, want to take a minute to remind you, we're brought to you by Alley Cat Gymnastics. Do you have a child attending a daycare or preschool in the greater Indianapolis area? And if you do, are they interested in gymnastics or a possible Ninja Warrior class? Well, Alley Cat Gymnastics is the answer. Mobile program that brings the fun to your child's school or daycare. We even have ninja classes for your little warrior. For more information, visit the website, alleycatgymnastics.com, or call 317-820-9484.
We need more ninjas walking around the streets.
That's right. Matthew Etchison now setting up Guerin Catholic's last probable play of this third quarter, brought to you by Pepper Logistics.
Chatard goes back to man-to-man. Looks like they're going to start pressuring here.
Etchison.
Oh, nice.
Kind of a jump ball while they were both kind of in midair, too.
Yeah.
And Bishop Chatard now with the chance for the last second shot. This is Carter. Oh. Carter loses his footing a little bit. Last ditch heave. Doesn't look like there will be one as a double dribble from Elijah Edwards.
Well, 0.3. I don't think that's enough time to catch and shoot. I think you're going to need a tip here.
0.3 seconds to go. Alley-oop.
Oh, nice.
Almost a tip. So at the end of third, our count here, Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic 57, leading the way against the Trojans of Bishop Chatard, who have 29. We'll take a quick break. You're watching boys basketball, powered by IndianaSRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic High School Saturday afternoon boys basketball, brought to you, this fourth quarter brought to you by your IHSAA. Joey Lindstrom alongside Doc Stratton. And Doc, this has been all Guerin Catholic throughout this entire game.
Yeah, for sure. We've kind of been showering them with all sorts of accolades, and it's all been well-deserved because I'll tell you what, whatever the coaching staff did coming into this game, they're going to want to try to replicate it because this has been almost a perfect game for them.
Matthew Coons out to Semler. Semler got it. And he will go to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Nice move. And it's really going to show a lot of character here for Chatard to finish up this game. It's very, very unlikely they get back into it. that doesn't mean that they have to quit. And I like what I see. Not only did he make that, he gets an and one, but you saw the bench get up, and they're still into this. So that's what you want to see.
That's what Coach Ware definitely wants to see out of his squad, too. Rebound by Grissom. Caleb Edwards now, and now Chatard has switched to a trap game up in the backcourt.
That's great. I really like it when teams switch things up, when things aren't going well. Even if you're not good at it, in a situation like this, let's get better at it. Let's try to add something to our repertoire, I guess is what you could say. So, Guerin Catholic's just out there having fun, but Chatard, there's no reason why they can't work on things and get better.
And you never know, you might face this team again in the sectional.
Yeah, and it's very difficult to beat teams twice. I mean, I know Guerin is obviously the more talented team, but their shot might not be falling that night. You never know.
Jack Cherry on the charge here for Guerin Catholic. Haven't seen much of Joseph Babilia in this second half, but he is out there. Not a turnover, but just off the hands out there, number 2, TJ Alexander.
It seems like Edwards he's been coming on a little bit more this half than he did the first half, kind of asserting himself a little bit more.
Babilia out to Jack Cherry. Gillis. Great ball movement to Grissom. A little bit long. Caleb Edwards is there for the rebound. Can't get it. Matthew Gillis almost gets there. And a foul down on the ground. Let's see who that was on. That was on Coons. That's actually his third.
So you mentioned earlier Gillis at 57% here. This is something that it's another good thing, in a game that's out of reach, that you get to work on some free throws when you're dead tired in the middle of a game. That's always a good thing.
He sinks that first one. Hey, we want to take a minute to remind you we're brought to you by the IHSA Sportsmanship Program, who wants to thank their fans for their continued commitment to promote good sportsmanship. Remember, the folks in black and white are doing this job for our student athletes, so be respectful, and we thank you.
That was very well done.
I was feeling thankful during that ad read.
Yeah, you really got into it.
Gillis makes both free throws. Chatard now. Here's Boser. He had the opening bucket for Chatard. Outside to Carter for 3. Can't get it to go, and that's been just kind of the story of the night, Doc.
Yep, wide open looks that just the ball's not falling tonight, and everybody's going to have those nights, and Guerin can even have it. That's why you want to keep battling if you're Chatard, because the next game that you guys play, you never know.
Out to Grissom. Got it. Will Grissom, 15 points in this one. Rip out there from Alexander, passes inside to Durham, and he finishes.
That was beautiful.
So Augie Durham with his first points of the game. Babilia. Of course, Guerin Catholic primed and ready there, leading the sectional standings right now as Edwards goes up, and he'll get fouled on the ground.
Yeah.
The last time Guerin had their sectional championship was in 2015. The year before that, they won sectionals as well and also won their regional and lost in semi-state.
Yeah, I would say it's their sectional to lose at this point. Brebeuf is obviously a really good opponent. And that game is going to be so much fun to watch. But, I would say this is probably theirs to lose.
So bonus time for Guerin Catholic as Chatard has 8 fouls, sending Caleb Edwards to the line. And here comes Chatard. TJ Alexander now taking the role at point guard. Noah Carter, who has had a day that hasn't been as productive as usual, but Andre Long has had a day that has been productive. He's got 15.
I like that. Very high percentage shot. Obviously, the backdoor cut. That's always they've had a lot of really good possessions. Ball doesn't go in. That's a good possession with they actually walk away with points. That's a great job.
Grissom, out to Gillis. And he didn't even think about shooting that 3 ball.
I was going to say, I really wish he would just jack one up, Why not?
Out to Grissom again.
I mean, the ball's falling for everybody. Just shoot it. It's going to go in.
He's got 18 points, and that one I mean, it's been a slugfest for Guerin Catholic today.
This is ridiculous. I mean, they're just throwing haymakers, and they're all going down.
TJ Alexander answers with his own three-pointer.
Great answer. Good job.
Here comes Jack Cherry. And Guerin Catholic hasn't had too much difficulty getting into the front court. Neither has Bishop Chatard because there hasn't been too much pressure.
Yeah. And, I really think that the pressure that's being shown, it's not even doing anything. I don't understand why. I don't know. Maybe pressure it a little bit more at this point in the game. Nothing to lose.
Babilia with an athletic play, and he'll go to the charity stripe for a three-point opportunity.
Everything that dude does today is just amazing.
He's got 22 points so far, looking to make it 23. Let's get a replay of that, Doc.
Just the way that he contorts his body, he separates his feet from his upper body. You can tell his arms and his eyes are always where they need to be, while the rest of his body just does what it needs to do to get to that point. So he's just a great basketball player.
And he gets that. He knocks down that free throw. He's got 23 points now.
Yeah, I think this is his cue to have a good rest of the night. We'll give you a free ticket to watch the rest of the game on the bench.
Two great nights for him in a row.
Oh man, that kid is on fire, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Perfect. Peaking at the right time, wouldn't you say? Just
for sure.
Right into sectional time here coming up in just a couple weeks. Andre Long surrounded by 4 defenders.
Hey!
And it rims in. Andre Long, he's got 17 points on his way to 18 if he makes this one.
He's been a bright spot today for Chatard for sure. He's been able to score down low. I know he's a guard and he likes to shoot, but he's been able to score down low, making backdoor cuts and everything. So he's doing a lot of good things for Chatard tonight.
This is his season high. He averages just 5 points a game, so he's had himself one heck of a day.
Yeah, good for him. That was kind of silly, but yeah, good for him.
Foul there on Long. We'll send Jack Cherry to the free throw line.
Looks like Cherry is, unless I'm mistaken, the lone starter on the floor.
That he is out there right now is number 13, Garrett Kreiner.
So it looks like we're emptying the benches. And
Will Grissom is out there. He's the
there we go. Yep.
Hey, I want to take a minute to remind you we're brought to you by Officially Human. Our foundational goal is to restore respect to the game's officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Check out their website, officiallyhuman.com. So Jack Cherry.
So this fourth quarter, being brought to you by IHSAA, which you mentioned before, just want to give a shout out to them and how well they've handled all of the COVID issues and how we're able to actually get a season in. Because it was just heartbreaking that these kids didn't get to finish a season last year. So to get them to be on the court right now, great shot there. But to be able to get on the court right now is just great job by the IHSAA this year.
They sure have handled it well, and we're thankful to be able to watch these kids do what they do best.
For sure.
Play basketball. TJ Alexander on that opposite end for Chatard hitting that 3-ball. Parento inside to Kreiner, and he gets his first points of the game. Didn't take long for Garrett Kreiner.
No, just a well-oiled machine, right? I mean, just kids out there getting a shot because of the situation of the game and taking advantage of it. It's always fun to watch.
Outside shot there from Semler doesn't go, and a foul on the ground against Guerin. Looks like a hole, but now Chatard in the bonus. And that'll send Kelly Woods to the line.
So it looks like this will send Chatard to 1-2 on the season for sectional play. That puts them right in the middle of the pack with Manual, Lebanon, and Shortridge right below them. But they could beat anybody on any given night if their shots start falling. I mean, they had a lot of good possessions where they came up empty. But if those shots are falling and you're not having a night like Guerin where everything you throw up goes in, I mean, they could win a game or two in their sectional.
Etchison tumbles, but he gets it out there to Kreiner, and they will foul it up with a timeout. We'll keep it here. So it looks like, Doc, that Guerin will be on their way to this victory.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now Coach Bobby Allen's 101st win. We talked about their celebration at the beginning of the game, but, I mean, wins are wins,
Yeah.
but it doesn't discount anything related to the playoffs, and that's really the main goal, is to go make a deep run, and ultimately win that state championship.
Yeah, for sure. And as a coach, you celebrate those things when they come along, but then it's just back to business. You put your head down, you keep working. Even in games like this, you never stop coaching. You put your head down, and like I said, every coachable moment that comes along, you take advantage of it, right? So even in games like this where, it's a 30-point lead, there are still things to be learned. And both coaches do a great job of just, teaching these kids what they need to learn from the game of basketball.
Outside is Jack Parento, and that's also number 5, Patrick Baird. Etchison now driving. Parento out to Baird. Gets a pick.
Oh, nice.
Kreiner inside to Parento.
Great idea.
A little bit of a misfire, but it'll go back to Chatard.
I think this also shows you just how lucky, or probably not lucky, but how deep Guerin is, right? They're going to be good for a long time. They're just a well-oiled program all around, and you see this second unit, if you want to call them that, in there right now. Nice deep three.
Kolbis hits the three, and Chatard.
Hey, pressure turns over.
Pressure does turn over.
Good job. Like I said, it's not going to have an impact on the outcome of the game, but it's one of those things, like I said, you've got kids in there that, this is their chance, and they're taking advantage of it.
Roseman outside.
Oh, come on.
It's been that kind of afternoon for him.
Yeah.
A few rimmed out shots here and there. And now Kolbis will go to the line after rebounding that ball. Kolbis is doesn't have too many free throws on the year.
Right. He, let's see.
And he's made all of them. I think he's just
got. Oh, really?
He's got, I believe, 3 total. He's made that one. Now he breaks his 100% free throw percentage.
You jinxed him.
I kept broadcaster jinx. I should have waited till he was done. Nonetheless, here's Kreiner. Outside. Doesn't go for Spencer Wilt. This is Roseman. Roseman out to Woods. Woods buries it.
Hey, that was a really nice transition bucket right there. I like that.
Kelly Woods with his 7th point of the game. 8th point, excuse me.
Wow.
And a bucket down there. Another one for Guerin Catholic.
Yeah.
They've just been all over the place.
We'll talk about transition buckets. There was pressure again there, and they broke it so beautifully. And were able to get down and just score in the transition game.
So now blocking foul will send, it looks like Baird to the line. Looks like Alexander to the line. TJ Alexander, just a 40% free throw shooter. He gets a good amount of time usually. And now a whole what do you call it? A troop of Trojans?
Well, it's just like a hockey change here. We're just going to switch lines.
Yeah.
Speaking of hockey, we need to get some hockey games on here.
Yeah, we do. We gotta get
our statistician
on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, our statistician Colt. Your son has done an awesome job. Also want to give a shout out to our producer Troy, our cameraman Casey Pierce. Thanks, gentlemen, for being part of the crew and bringing Indiana SRN basketball broadcast to life.
Oh man, Indiana high school basketball. Are you kidding me? We get to do
best.
it. I can't believe we get paid for this.
It is the best. Here's Matthew Etchison. Shot from the elbow. Can't get it to go. And that will go back to Chatard. .139 here to play. so far. And we talked about Joseph Babilia going off the bench. He finishes the night with 23.
Jeez.
And he's the leading scorer for this game. A little bit of a misfire.
Whoa.
Nice hustle from Patrick Baird. Skins the knee on the way down,
Yeah.
but Matthew Etchison picks it up. Baird will follow with a 3. Gets
nice
blocked.
D. Oh, here we go. Don't tell these guys the game's over. Look at this. This is great. This
Noah
is
Carter
great.
not giving up on the play, and Chatard is also not giving up. Patrick Baird on the outside, trying to find some room to go, and Baird just a couple bad spills, and looks like he'll go to the line to shoot on the double bonus.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, you got guys falling all over the floor, skinning their knees. I mean, just diving everywhere. Not only do you have that kind of passion coming out on the court, but Babilia is over there on the sideline cheering on his guys like this is like a sectional championship. This is great.
And I think that's part of the culture that Coach Allen has cemented. And same with Coach Weyer. I mean, he has really shown his guys that you just don't give up when you're down by this kind of deficit.
Yeah,
it's
just
down.
Taking possession by possession and doing the best you possibly can on each one. And that's what you're seeing tonight.
This is number 22, Carter St. John. Here's Spencer Wilt. Back out to Etchison and back to Wilt. More of a trap game here from Bishop Chatard.
So Chatard's got Babilia graduating this year, but the good news is they've got Etchison there to run the run things once he leaves. So I really think Guerin is in position to have another good year next year. God forbid that we get to keep playing under those circumstances, but things look bright for Guerin not only this year but for the future.
And they will take this W. For Matthew Etchison scrolling around, and now Guerin moves on to 4-0 in their Lebanon sectional 27. Bishop Chatard moving to 1-2. Final here, 77 in the favor, 77-52 in favor of the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic. Coach Doc Stratton, impressions of the game.
Man, that was fun. I know that the score got out of hand, but if you just watched possession by possession. You saw a lot of passion going on out there, and you love to see this. You love to see guys coming together, and you always want to realize that, hey, nobody knows what you go through better than the people that you compete against. So when the game's over, just showing that respect back towards them. But as far as the game goes, man, that was some good basketball. I mean, Chatard just I don't think anybody was going to beat Guerin today. With the ball falling the way that it did, Chatard even played decent defense at times, and it didn't matter. But I think there's a lot of things that Chatard can learn about themselves going forward. And as far as Guerin Catholic goes, man, they invested a lot today and put it in a bucket for them to reach into. For the future in the tournament, right? So you hear coaches talk about, depositing that into the bucket, and and that's what we're talking about when you say that is they are on a absolute roll right now, and it's going to be so difficult to stop them and what they do. They know who they are, and that's a dangerous team. When you're a team that has skill, hard work, and an identity. You can tell everybody's pulling in the same direction. Guerin Catholic's going to have a great season.
Just a couple more games to go before it's sectional time, and these two might meet again. But today, Guerin Catholic is the victors. Quick scoring leaders, Andre Long for Chatard with 17, and on the Guerin Catholic side, Joseph Babilia with 23. For Doc Stratton, Casey Pierce, our cameraman, Troy, our producer, our statistician, your son, Colt Stratton. My name is Joey Lindstrom. Thanks so much for being with us on this Saturday afternoon. Take care and be great. We'll see you next time.